Hello there, welcome to the AirgunGear show vlog, however you want to do it. I keep doing that at the start. I really should find a different way of introducing the video. Either way, this is the AirgunGear show vlog. This is the little channel as opposed to the big channel where I do all my big reviews. And on this little channel, I do more rough cut videos and things that I think might interest you. And today I'm going to talk about this little thing here, and this is called a Power Plenum. I'm a little behind on my videos. There's a couple of reasons for that. Airgun101.com, which is like the best place to get all your airgun videos from around the world from the best creators. Go and have a look. And also on the side of that, to help that along its way, I've been developing Airgun101shop.co.uk, which is there as well. That's why I'm a little behind on my videos, but I'm trying to catch up, and I am trying to catch up. And this is one of the biggest questions that I've been asked on the 101 forum and everywhere else. This is a Power Plenum. Now, that's a sub 12 foot-pound rifle. If you put a Power Plenum on a sub 12 foot-pound rifle, what does it do? Does it increase the power? Does it increase the shot count? What does it do? I have utterly no idea. I haven't got the foggiest. So I thought what I'd do is put it on the Serpent and see what happens. Since you first saw the Serpent, which is the only one of its kind in the world, I have sort of tuned the hammer spring and stuff like that. So it's now running at about 770 and it's absolutely sweet as a nut. But it is a Dreamline platform, and that means that it can take a Power Plenum add-on. So just for you, because you've asked, I'm going to take all that apart, degas it, the lot, and put that on. Just because you've asked. So there you have it. In less than 5 minutes, I've put a Power Plenum on with Dreamline. I'm not going to change any settings whatsoever. Let's put the chrono on and see what we get. Very first shot then, and I get 770. Just turn the audio on the chronograph. Now, 770 was about where I was before I put the Power Plenum on. Next shot, 782. I did expect the gun to take 3 or 4 shots to settle down after completely degassing it and regassing it up, but it settled down very quickly, and I'm now getting a very consistent little power band there between 779 and 786. In fact, it settles even more over the next few shots. If you're a numbers person, this bit of footage is going to be quite exciting to you. To me, I've sat and watched this many times through the editing process, so I'm going to jingle jangle it around a little bit just to try and make it a bit more interesting. But let me tell you, the gun settles down. It settles right down to around 782 feet per second, and it does that of its own accord. And when it hits 782, it sticks on 782 a lot. In fact, a lot. It just sticks on 782 over and over again. It loves 782. It's 3 in a row. Initial impressions, I think I'm getting between 7 and 10 feet per second more. I've changed nothing on the rifle, nothing to do with the hammer spring, the reg, the port, nothing. I think that's probably down to the fact that that plenum adds more air, but it's not quite such a struggle to get it all in there to get that shot out, if that makes any sense. So is it going to make your rifle go woo and do wild things? No, it's not. I don't know what the shot count is yet. I'll tell you that in a minute once I've been through the charge. So I reckon that is about around 120 shots in 177. And it's off reg now, so the power is dropping. So I got the numbers from my shot string, and yeah, you will get around 120 shots overall. However, if you take away the first shot, the very first shot, which was 770, and then if you take away, say, the last 15, because it does get a bit scrappy towards the end, I'm getting an average of 781 feet per second. Now, the reason those last 15 get scrappy is because the cylinder's low on pressure. That part of the system is calling for more pressure, and the cylinder hasn't got it. So you're going to get these fluctuations. It's the same on, you know, any regulated rifle. But 781 feet per second, and I'm seeing it knocking out 782, 782, 782. Well, I got to tip my hat to it, I got to say, but science-wise, what is going on? Here's my best guess. This is a 17cc Plenum. Now, this is a sub 12 configured rifle. So all this here is designed for sub 12, the valve, the hammer spring, everything like that. Now, normally when you pull the trigger, the hammer spring flies forward here, hits that valve which is in there, and a squirt of air goes up and the pellet goes down the barrel. And then when you've hit that valve, this area at the back here has to suddenly refill, and part of this area here, because this bit of plenum normally wouldn't be there. So these areas here suddenly have to fill with air from the cylinder, which is controlled by the regulator. Now, when you hit this valve and let that air out, the air coming through behind isn't being squirted through quite so vigorously. That might be making the valve work slightly more efficient because it's not having to go back against a high pressure squirt of air coming through all the time. So that actually makes the valve work easier because it's not got high pressure air squirting in from here quite so quickly because there is a bigger space behind it. That's it. That is my best guess as a non-gunsmith scientist. First of all, you guys out there are right. I should have done this a long time ago. And yes, I hold my hands up and say absolutely should have done this a long time ago. There have been questions floating around in my defence about why I haven't done this. First of all, should you be putting a Power Plenum onto a Dreamline rifle? Well, the gun was sub 12 before I started. It's sub 12 after I finished, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that setup at all. I think anyone that interferes with anything to make it do something it shouldn't do, well, on your own head be it, and that's your own stupidity. So I think whatever you do, whatever you tune, however you do it, as long as you stay within the law, I think that's fine. Does it give you more power? Why is it always about power? Accuracy and consistency will do. Does it give you more power? Yeah, it gave me 10 feet per second more. That is not something out there in crazy land. It just isn't. 10 feet per second is nothing on a sub 12 foot-pound rifle. That's just the tune of a hammer spring or a turn of a power adjuster. So no, it's not going to give you oodles more power. And as for Power Plenum on a sub 12 impact, no idea. I haven't got a clue. Don't ask me. No idea. No idea. I've got to finish then with the obvious question. FX Dreamline sub 12. Do you fit a Power Plenum? Yes or no? Well, the simple answer is if you're a tuner or a tinkerer and you want your feet per second spread to be utterly, utterly tiny, then yes, try a Power Plenum. You might be surprised. You're going to get a varying set of results, I think, depending on what your configuration is. But for me, it's incredibly impressive. If you're a general air gunner, I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're going to still be able to knock your targets over. You're still going to be able to plink your targets and do your pest control. That isn't a vital bit of kit. But if you want everything absolutely pellet on pellet, and you want your chronograph to literally tell you the same numbers over and over and over again, then yes, a Power Plenum could be the way to go. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. There's also a subscribe button down there if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Airgun 101, thank you very much, much appreciated. It's been on Airgun 101 before it went on YouTube. But that's it, there you go, that's my bit of science done. Want my tea now. Cheerio.